Welcome back. Welcome back to Trading Maze. I hope you can hear me. Hmm, I hope you can hear me. So let's get in the charts. Today I took a trade in the morning. Just one trade though. Yeah. So welcome back. Welcome back to Trading Maze. Today is 5th Jan, Monday, 2026. Starting the year. I think this is the first day, no? Not the first day. I think. Okay. But I would consider this a first day. There's been a fall here. I think that's a yearly candle ka fall, if you know what I mean. So yearly candle mein what happens is there will be a bottom wick or a top wick, right? So depending upon that, I think it wanted to form a bottom wick and it has formed a bottom wick. Let's see what dates this is. I did a little bit of analysis. I didn't go deep into that because this trade was a pretty easy trade that I took here. So this some buying that I did here and I sold off here, and this was the buy that I did in the morning. I'll tell you why did I do that. This is a 4 hour. As you can see, I took it in a 4 hour time frame. So let me tell you that. Let me tell you what's the reason behind it. 15 minute. I didn't go into 15 minute at all. But let's go into one day, no? You'll understand. Yeah, little messy chart. Bear with me though. See, I just what I did was so this is Friday 26th December. This is December, so end of the year. So this is a profit booking a candle. So end of the year, I think most of everyone booked their profits. That's why we had this bigger red candle. But we know that that's the concept of profit booking. So that shouldn't scare you that key it's going to fall from now on. It could be, but I don't think so. So it's falling from what 4550, right? I think it could form a double top, then it might fall. Yeah, until that I'm unsure. Falling from this level, it's possible, but see the way it retraced back now, it feels like it's going up for the moment, but tomorrow could be bearish. But let's see what the market do. So what I'm trying to tell you is let's get into another chart. mm, let me let me change charts for a minute. I think I can take the drawing off. I forgot how to. Okay, let me see where my watch list is. Hmm. Okay, for now let's look at this. We'll read that a little later. I know it's messy, but these are very important levels. You can see this has been drawn before somewhere around here, and it's been following here. So I need to have this because this might see this trend line. I think in the next day or next 2 or 3 days we might have this trend line retest also. So that's why we need to have these kind of trend lines, even though they look messy, but they are very importantly needed. Then I just put a Fibonacci from here, the all-time high. This is the all-time high. And then to this support. This support, we could have predicted that support is actually in the 50 to 60% region of this. Let me show you and take it off. So this is a intermediate low, as you can see. The other low is here, is a very it's see there's a trend line forming here. This is a whole trend towards the upside. So if you look at it in this way, where you see a downside movement around here, like it's not a downside movement, it's like a consolidation. So this low, whatever the last low of that consolidation, we can consider that as a low, intermediate low, and we can draw Fibonacci from that. So let me draw that. So see, this is how I drew it, and 50 60% comes around here. Okay, when it came to that, it followed. So it came to that, and there's an auto block here. I know it's a little messy. Let me change the chart for a minute. Yeah, let's see this one. I know why we have this, but yeah, let me tell you this in this clear way. So this, let me show you from here, this consolidation, what has happened, and how you should react when all-time highs like this come, right? So from this is a one day candles, remember that one, this is a one day candles. So this is a last all-time high around 4380. Around this is where our last all-time high was. Let's mark it out, right? So this all-time high, we can mark it out a little lower because there is a region forming rather than only high, because there is a 3 weeks here. So it's a kind of a region, resistance region. But this was not a very good region, because I already told you in the last streams, because this was not a significant level. Like this, the one that it fell from, which is 4550, is a significant level because it's a round number. It's kind of a round number. I'll tell you why 4500 wasn't a very good. What is a 4500? No, sorry, 4000 was not a very good resistance level. No, no, 4500 only. Where was it? 4500 is somewhere around here. So it's the expected move. So everybody expected that 4500 by will have a fall, but then gold manipulated and it fell. It fell, but where it fell from? It fell from 4550, because that's what these investment banks and these kind of guys do. Because everybody, because if you remember 3500 we had a very big fall. It was around what, long ago. Yeah, this one, 3500, right? 3500 pe, it we have a this much bigger move. It's the same kind of move, right? See, this is the intermediate low, and we, if you remember, we took these trades. It comes under, this is a 60% level. It's kind of that only. It was testing an auto block here, and it went from there to all-time highs. So kind of that only. It's a retracement. What I'm trying to tell you is, but this retracement was very was it lasted for, I don't know, a month. 22nd April to this one, no? To break this one, it was consolidated here only. Sorry, 27th April to, okay, wait, 13th June. I mean, this region, yeah, this region it respected very much. That is why I remember it very clearly, because 3500 pair was very sharp. It was a very sharp selling. So I think people, everybody expected that to happen at 4500 also, but gold did something else. But we did have something, some kind of a selling at 380. So people expected it to be at 4000. Where is 4000? So when everybody expects, na, that doesn't happen. See, 4000 also, there it, nothing has happened there. because if we expect it, the mass psychology works in such a way that if we expect so the least expected around the round numbers will mostly happen. So 3500 could be expected, but it was not expected that much, because 3000 pay we didn't have. If you see 3000, 3000 कहाँ पे 3000 is somewhere here. So 3000 we didn't have anything. So 3500 pay, least people expected that this 3500 pay after this kind of move. I mean, it's obvious that if after this kind of move it will fall, but it was unobvious that it would be 3500, because it touched 3500 that day only. I remember that day very clearly, that it touched it and it fell like crazy. See the wick. It opened somewhere around here. It uh, went up this much. This is around what, 800 pips, around 800 pips. 750 pips. 750 pips ka move towards the upside. Now, who is trying to sell at this that momentum? Na? But around 11:30 or something, it started to fall. Profit booking, and that fall lasted at least 6 months, 4 to 5 months at least. 22nd April to, yeah, May, June, July, August. 4 5 months. It lasted 4 5 months, and when it broke out like crazy. See, when it this kind of breakouts, this is a swing. What swing traders do when the closing like this comes, na, like this green candle. The important green candle is this one. This is a one this candle, first September candle, is very important green candle, even in the lower time frames. So if it came at least, see, almost close to the last all time high, but it did not give any kind of red candle here, because if that was a good level. And also there is some other thing that you can say ki, one two three times it has fallen from this level, which is 3428, right? So that could be a support level. That is one kind of a theory. Did it come to that level? I don't remember. I think it should have. Yeah, it has come. It has tested that level as this day's bottom wick. Then it went on. See how good that you can't see it right now. It's a very small wick, but it was very important. Let me extend this. Mhm. I think the region should be this, somewhere around this. Yeah, I draw it over here. It should be around this 431 to, yeah, 90 pips ka region. One day time frame pe we should give a little room. 90 pips is, I think, fine. So after that closing, closed here, but gap down opening. If you can see, it closed here. It should have opened here, no? It did not open here. It has a gap down opening, because people thought ki from here it will fall, but it did not. When this closing it gave, na, when this closing or closing near the all time high, that is when you should know. And that is a kind of a predicting trade, but it always works out. It mostly works out in gold, in even in the lower time frames. When you have a high resistance, when you have a resistance and you want this resistance, it has been tested 2 or 3 times. Now it has nothing else. I mean, nothing is stopping it now. Now when it closes above, now closes above, closes near it, closes above is fine. See, closes above is fine, but then you'll have candles like this. You should be ready for candles like this. It will go up only. That we are sure. The problem with that is closing above is it will close very above. See, after after this candle, what did gold do? 3476 के बाद it closed at 3533, which is almost 1000 pips up, right? So even in lower time frames, you can observe it that it will close very higher, so that buyers cannot enter anymore. When it retests, na, you won't understand how it will retest. It see, it did not retest this high. It went from somewhere around 512. Uh, we don't know what that level is, but the buyers are very eager to buy from that level, and it went on. So we can't say. So, but what we can say is this one. After this candle, we probably have a good probability that it will move very fast for the next candle, and that is excellent trade in lower time frames actually. A higher time frames, if you can get this, there is a very small time frame where you will get this kind of trades, because you have to wait 4 5 months to get this trade, and when you get it, see how much it will reward you. I know this. Most of this is because the decision that USD was not stronger, and people want to invest in something else, and the economic tensions over the world, that has done some part of this upside move. But I would say, but still, this would be a very good trade. That could be a 1:10 ka trade. It could be that. Okay. So that's the one thing I want to explain. So when gold is in a what upside move, na, it doesn't listen to whatever resistances. It just goes up like crazy until we have moves like this. So we have a move like this, but see, we have a move like this. So there are I think 4 to 5 types and how it will break out from all time high or a resistance level. This is a resistance level. So I've shown you key. One possibility is that if there are 3 or 4 resistances here, then it would directly directly break out from here and go to the upside. But if it doesn't, like this, see, this is the first time. Second time it did not go to till here. But if you see, sorry, the second time, see here, one, two, you have to consider this week also. I mean, you have to consider close is the important thing to consider. So we can consider this as a resistance levels, because the closing happened here no, so the resistance is somewhere around here. Okay. So when this resistance been hit 3 4 times, so when you're hitting let's say thin wall of frame, then it will loosen up now. So when it loosens up, then when you have a candle like this, upside close candle from that resistance level, or even intermediate resistance level, then it's probably the time to enter. But when there is no double top or nothing like that, you can see there is a little resistance here. You can consider that also. If you think about in this way, this can be your resistance, 1 2 3, and then close above. When this happened, when close above happened, now you can enter at retest, right? This could be your entry, and that retest is difficult to predict, right? That is the main thing in this. Is a daily time frame. So see how much stop loss I have to give is we don't know how much we have to do. Where is the retest? See, close, yeah, close above here. So retest, you can see the fair value gap is there. So until fair value gap, we have to give, which is around 300 pips. So that could be our trade. That could be our trade. But until when? And all time high pay predicting from where it will fall is a very difficult thing. So when after that, what happened here is it consolidated a little bit. So this is also a kind of a trade where you will understand this consolidation is breaking that thin wall that we are talking about. This is a resistance. It's thinning it bit by bit when it's consolidating here, because it's taking liquidity. It's grabbing liquidity, selling and buying and selling at here. Now when this kind of thing happens, mostly gold will break out rather than break down. Breakdown will happen only, uh, breakdown will happen very fast. So gold may, what happens is, see, in this, if you can see, once it tested it, second is tested it, third time when it tested it fell. Okay, but here see, one, two, three, it's trying to stay over here. If it's trying to stay over the same region, that means it's bullish. You can look at your DXY at the same time, what it's doing. If at this time DXY is falling, or this y is going up, at this time, at this point of time DXY is going up, even though gold is still consolidating, it should come down. No? If DXY is going up, it should come down. Gold should come down. It's a converse correlation. But if it's staying at the same region, that tells you that gold is bullish, and now you have to make an entry. But where that entry should be, you should go into lower time frames and find that entry. Okay? So that is all time highs ka just at single trade, the psychology behind how to take trades. That's a simple thing. This works pretty well actually. This kind of trades. I'll show you in lower time frames. I'll show you those trades. That works very perfectly well. And today ka trade I was explaining you. Let me take this out. So today ka trade is very simple. It's the same kind of thing. So let me explain it to you. So the other thing, so what I was observing in the past few weeks, that gold is respecting the lower time frames, where lower time frames, so whatever you have highs and lows, no? So that is being followed. Like see, this is a low that has been formed. So it is forming a double. Where's my, yeah? It is forming a double bottom, mostly taking a liquidity, sometime not taking a liquidity, is forming a double bottom and then going up. See, when gold is too bullish now, it has to, when it's for gold is too bullish and it has given some kind of a selling level to us. It has given us some kind of selling to us. Now the question comes to be, where from where should it should it retrace? And you would think the order block and all that thing, no, probably not, because yeah, order block works, but it will manipulate, you see. This is an order block, right? This is a very big order block here. Why do you think it did not follow? Because it's so obvious. This is an order block, right? So when it came raining down like this, why didn't it go from here to and here and retrace back? Why didn't do that? Because it's too obvious, and too obvious doesn't happen. Not in gold, because you should understand the mass psychology. It might happen when there's a times it will happen, but not really. It's too obvious. What all time has been, what happens is, it can go very low from the level that everybody trying to buy. So everybody is trying to buy now. After this kind of candles, everybody is trying to buy. What will it do? It will make them fear. That's the first thing. The other one is, it won't give them an entry. So I'll show you both the things. So this is the region where the second one works, which is it's not giving you any kind of a region to buy from, right? All of this you can see, green candle, green candle, green candle, one red candle. Now you have to, people are waiting for this order block here, but it never came to that. It went from this double bottom. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. So that is working out right now. It could not, it won't be working out maybe in, I don't know, 2 3 months, but now it's working out. What day is this? October. So I think, yeah, from Pretty much last 3 months, I think it's working out. Higher time frames way. This kind of lows and highs has been following very much, and in lower time frames also you can see that probably I don't know. Yeah, in lower times also you can probably see that. But okay, I'm seeing some trade here. Let me see if I can see some trade. Mm, see the thing I was just talking about. I was just talking about this trade and it happened. So not exactly double bottom or double top, just slightly lower than that, and that's where it's falling from. And this could be big. From here, it could fall uh, a lot. I think. Let's see how it works out. You can take the selling trade if you want. It's just an intuition trade. This candle by. Hmm, we're too late. The market is very volatile. Too obvious. Yeah, we should see this one. If it's stuck in consolidation, we are. No, I don't think it is. Hmm. Trying to reduce the stop loss. 80 pips is still high, but yeah, I think target 200 pips. This should work out. 1 is to 2.5. So like I've got cover. Yeah, this should. I think this should work out. See, yeah, we're already up 36 pips. Hmm. You can be risk free at 80 pips. So we entered at 41. I think around 30. Mhm. Let me see. Can I reduce this? I'm thinking, can I reduce this? We have engulfing here. We shouldn't think about it twice. We should get out. But yeah, until that, I think we're fine. You can sell again if you want around here. Yeah, we kind of missed the move, no? We kind of missed this move. We should have seen earlier. Yeah, expected, no? Risk-free at uh, we're currently at 36, 30 more pips, I think 33 pips, somewhere around there. We entered a little trade, but yeah, yeah, it's a good trade, I think. is free at that point. We should. Yeah, everything looks good. Double top. Uh, I think we should look at the 50 to 60% level ones. Other than that, we are good. Yeah, about our target. I think this should be a good trade. Yeah. Mm, we'll place this freak tone. Yeah. 433.3 pe. We have that. Entered at what? Yeah. Same 41.3. 80 pips ka SL है तो. But yeah, I know it's a bigger SL, but that's what it's demanding. But yeah, we'll be risk free, I think, in a minute. Yeah, risk free, guys. It's free. It went. So it kind of is following what I was saying. The double, the bottom, but we should be risk free by now. Mm, yeah, while that happens, where is the 50 to 60% level? Say 60 is here, so won't count this off. I think a target is very good, and yeah, this should be fine. Hmm. Okay, let's have alert at the target as well. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, that was one day we were discussing. Yeah. So the two types of buying that gold can give us. One is key intermediate buying, and it's too bullish. So that is difficult to predict. Probably at bottoms पे bottoms where you should, I mean, the stop loss, what stop loss we should give, that's undefined. That's very difficult to say. But if we can get this near the bottom, see the bottom is around, this candle ka bottom is around 3941.9. Now this bottom is around 3945. So 30 pips that region, whatever was there now. So around that region, when it came to that region, in the lower time frames, it might have filled the fair value gaps. Then it's going up. But that's what I'm telling you. So when see यहाँ पे तो कुछ है ही नहीं. So here there's nothing you could do. It's closed here. So the people are waiting for this, and it came to that after this kind of selling. And I think at 50% of this candle, 4,000 yeah, probably this would have been a better bet than order block. The order block is what, 58 to 1000 bips का order block है. But predicting in between in this one, where will we predict? Probably at round number, which is 4,000, because it's a all time. There is nothing. There's an order block. I know there's an order block, and there's also a bottom, and these bottoms are what I want you to look out for. These bottoms, and it's working out pretty well in gold lately. These bottoms are highs, equal highs, equal bottoms, almost equal, not entirely equal. So look out for them. And the current trade that we are in also the same. See how many examples there is. It's not perfectly equal, but it's somewhere near that. Same thing here. So when it gave, see, now I'll explain you something over here. So it's consolidating right now. In this day, it gave a bottom wick, then it went up. It's consolidating, so it came down. The next day, after next day, it came down, at least to the bottom. This is the trade I was talking about. Then it might have gone up or might have come down, but closed around here, lower than opened. So that's why we have a red candle. Then the next day, what it does was, so as per our what understanding, it should go up from here. But what it did was, it took liquidity from both of these lows and went up. That is another thing. And when there is consolidation and there is a liquidity sweep, that is a best possible boost that it could get, and that boost gave us this. Okay. And understanding it to understanding that kind of things also will help you better your psychology. The trade we are in right now, how are we doing? Let's see. We are risk free. 5 minutes where there was a that what I was talking about. See, but I don't think that will yeah, I don't think that works that much, so it will come down only. This bottom I was talking about. 5 minutes mein there is a bottom, but 15 minutes mein there was no bottom. So 15 minutes mein I'm not expecting any upside move. You're getting my point. So there's 5 minutes mein there is something here. So it gave a green candle. Now I'm expecting to close below. 1 minute maybe, if you see, there was something that happened just before. 1 minute may see. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Hmm. So equal lows, then it gave a green candle, then it closed below, or almost low, right? So that is what I'm expecting to happen in the 5 minutes as well. If it happened in 1 minute, it might replicate itself in the 5 minutes. Lower time frames replicate themselves in the higher time frames, right? So there's that. And this is a 5 minute, but there is something here, but 15 minute mein there isn't anything. So 15 minute mein it could give you something, but there's no buying level here. It could be 50 to 60% of this low, but I don't think that's a very strong low, because hmm, it's perfectly at 60%. Mm, yeah. So we can have a green candle, maybe a green candle in 15 minutes, but all over pay, I think we should have a downside move. And we should also look at DX fire this time, what it's doing. And that, yeah, hmm I did not expect that, but there's a fall. That is why gold is retracing. Gold is bearish actually, but after this kind of move, I don't think it does matter any much that much. But this is a good trade. Nothing to worry about in this one. We are risk free also. So I was talking about the equal loss concept, equal loss, equal highs concept. That's such a very good concept. You have to understand it. Sorry, this is another. How many do I have? Which one was I explaining right now? This one, no? Was it this one or this one? Hmm, I think this one. This one, right? Yeah, this one. So I explained this one. Hmm. Yeah, so equal lows concept works out pretty well. See here also. Equal lows, equal highs. So give it a try. Give it a try. And it also doesn't require very big stop loss at all. You give 20 pips towards the upside, 20 pips towards the downside. That's all. That's a 40 pips of risk. And I think it should work out properly. And now 15 minutes may also we had the same trade that I was talking about. And if you have done that, you would have been up more than 100 to 200 pips. So that is quite important too. Mm, what else do we have? So now currently, so the morning trade that I took, yesterday's trade also I'll say, yesterday's trade is this one. Yesterday, yesterday trade is that I'll tell you another trade also. These are all secret trades actually, secret strategies. When there's a fall like this, and there's a green candle, and after this green candle, we had a fall again to find a better low, probably this low, and then it came back. When it's coming back, now whichever time frame you see, when it's coming back from that high, whichever it's formed, even in the lower times from 1 minute time frame by the close, 5 minute time frame by the close, when it's coming back, it came to the level where it fell from the first time. It will definitely definitely have a order blocks case episode. Order blocks, I don't think they will work anymore. They will work on this, but this one works perfectly. It could give us a scalp, and when scalp in a higher time frame is a very big trade. It's around 4,400 also. Very what do you call it? Round number level. So all this combined, if you have two three confluences at the same level, you can actually try for a good trade. So this happened, and it gave us it gave us 700 pips. 700 pips. Yeah, we would have been out, I think, around 300 to 500 only. But yeah, it gave us 700. That is what the power it holds. You just have to exploit it. Hmm. Fair value gap ka cover. So now everybody is expecting it to sell from 60%. There could be selling. So what might happen is, I think the closing of today will happen below this only, guys, because above this that would be chaos in the daily time frame. I don't think it will happen above, but if it happens above, there might be sorry for that. There might be bottom wick, and we'll have upside move only. Okay, as simple as that. But I'm expecting what do you call it? I'm expecting at least a bottom wick, at least a test, probably around these 4,400, or maybe around here 4,000. So if it closes above, I'm very ready to take a trade from 413, 412, around that area. That works very good, but it has to come back. I don't know if it will or not. By the way it's going, uh 450 is a good level. Let's see how good of a level it is. But we don't want to predict it in the daily time frame. We rather react to the daily time frame. So when you see things happening in the daily time frame, you just react to it, and you'll make a you'll make a lot of pips. There's no doubt in that. So always correlate with the higher time frames. That's why I'm explaining it to you this much, because this plays the important role, not the lower time frames. This also will play an important role. So if it consolidates, I told you ki it might take a liquidity bottom, make a bottom here, and then I think it probably what will happen is it consolidate here for a bit, then it will make a bottom here, and this bottom will take it to the upside. I think that's what's gonna happen. Okay, all right. Mm, that's all for today. Mm, great start. So today's trade, let me explain today's trade. So I caught an eye over here. This closing happened. This closing happened 3:30 to 4 hours 7:30 plus closing happened. So when this closing happened, as I was telling you, these are two resistance levels, and this closing happened, and there is a top wick also. Now there is no reason for it to come down, because this is not a very good rejection. This is a okay rejection. So I was very sorry. What was sorry? Yeah, I was very confident about it. So I, s- I saw it around. Bottom wick is already formed when I saw this. So I saw it around 9:30. I don't know, somewhere around that. So bottom wick was already formed, and it was somewhere around here, 4,401. That is where it was, and I took a trade here to the buy side, and my TP was um I think this one, fair value up cover 4,432, which is around how much 300 pips. So that was the 300 pip cut trade in the morning. Uh, Pretty easy trade, I would say, because after this closing, after that bottom wick, it had nowhere else to go. So that was a pretty easy trade. Then we have a red candle from 4440. I don't know why that is. It could be 50% something if you want to show. But yeah, let's see. This closing is what I'm expecting. 38 minutes where it will close. So I'll update you in the Telegram channel. So how this closing is going to. But anyway, we're already risk free in this trade. Doesn't matter to us that much. Mm, that's all, guys. Tomorrow we should have. I'm thinking that's what will happen. So let's see if it closes above. It could test this close above or close below. It will test this low. It will consolidate. A 4 hour page will consolidate, and it will have a breakout in the later evening, probably in New York session. And it will go to at least this 4496, probably. Easily it will go. Okay? Let's see. Let's see. Huh? Okay. That's all, guys. Take care. Price action is working well. Start of the year. We can make many more pips than that. Okay. All right. Mm, I'll update the trade. What happened with this trade? But we are risk free, which is good. And with that, let's end the session. I'll update the trades when I take them. Probably, I'm thinking we should take a buy trade tomorrow. We'll try it out. And DXY is falling. That's why it's going up gold. But it's a very good trade. You should be in this trade as much as possible. You should be in this trade. Hold on to it. We're risk free, but I would say hold on to it. It's a good trade. Okay. Anyway, take care. Bye bye. First stream of the year. We'll be consistent. We'll be here every day of the week. and we'll make more pips. We'll make some good pips. Okay? Bye bye. Take care. Until next time, trade with Maze and don't overtrade. The markets are very good to us. Uh, I hope they will be. Uh, January is a bullish month as far as I've seen. So yeah, there it is. There might be a couple fallbacks, but yeah, it's a very good month. Okay, bye bye. Take care. Hmm. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. I'll update you on the Telegram. Please do subscribe to our Telegram channel. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel where we come live every working day, every 5 days of the week. So I'll update you on this trade, but this is a very good trade to have. And I'm thinking if we can actually buy. I'll give you a buying level so that you're aligned. So, okay, I will update you in Telegram. This closing is what I need. 34 minutes. There's 34 minutes left. So, if this closing happens above, then we should have a bottom wick around here, or it might not have a bottom wick and go up. There's two possibilities. But for that to happen, DXY should fall very vigorously, and it's currently doing that. So, let's see what will happen. So, if it does that, buying should be intermediate and it should be fast. um, let's see what will happen. So we need that closing, 4 hour closing we'll need, and that should do it. Okay, take care, bye bye. I'll update you on Telegram, and good night.